All right, we're going to bring up your sixth competitor, and you guys have been you've been a great crowd tonight, and please keep it going. Are you guys ready for this guy? Are you guys ready for him? All right, you guys are you're in for a treat. He was the runner-up in last year's competition. He's from New Hartford, Connecticut. Woo! A few people are like, woo, up north, and the rest of you guys were like, get him! This is my favorite line from his intro. He wrote, he plays golf and shops at the Gap, so he's kind of a douchebag. Please welcome to the stage a sophomore, Brian Phillips.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian Phillips, and my head is bigger than Newt Gingrich's. So last year, I was a runner-up, like he said, and one of my best jokes went a little something like this. I want to invent a website called catroulette.com. Finally, a place for cats to come together and masturbate. And I was really pumped to read the article in the Daily Gamecock the next day because I thought that since I was a runner-up, my section would be a little bit longer. Now, just for reference, here's the section for someone that didn't place. Fourth-year psychology student Justin Thompson took the stage by storm, shocking the audience members with his rather profane set, asking if they've ever been late from either jacking off or getting high. Referring to himself as a cannabis enthusiast, he joked, "I lied to a homeless man once and told him I didn't have change. Does that mean I'm a Republican now?" This was my section. Phillips introduced his idea for catroulette.com, a place for cats to come together to masturbate. That's what I get for being runner-up. Now, not only was it super short, not only did they quote me incorrectly, but you have no idea how the last year of my life has gone. Whenever someone on campus sees me that has read that article, I get the look. That guy gets off the cats masturbating look. Now, I'm hoping you've never gotten the that guy gets off the cats masturbating look. It's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. But for whoever's here from the Daily Gamecock tonight, do you want to identify yourself? Probably not. Just quote this one line. I, Brian Phillips, have never and will never get off the cats masturbating. I don't care if that's the only thing you put in the article, that would save a lot of trouble. On with the jokes, now that old business is over. You should never eat grapes and drink wine at the same time. Just bad taste. It's like petting your cat and eating Chinese food. I never ask a USC student what they think of Clemson, just because it's always going to be the same boring response. There's a similar situation in Detroit. In Detroit, no one will ever ask you the question, "How are you doing today?" It's because everyone already knows the answer. Fucking miserable. Last semester there was an earthquake that we had here. Some of you might recall it was very tiny, more of an earthquake. And I was in my dorm before that earthquake, and I went to my class, and everyone was talking big game about the earthquake, like it was the most amazing thing ever. All the Japanese kids were trying to roll their eyes. Who here has had the Taco Bell Loco Taco? Anyone? Come on. That's bullshit. I know you're all lying. Because if you had had the Loco Taco, you wouldn't be here right now. If you had had the Loco Taco, you'd either be eating another one right now, pooping, or doing both at the same time. I've recently come to terms that fire extinguishers and penises are very similar objects. First off, firemen usually have big ones. When you finish using it, a great sense of relief comes over you. And then afterwards, your girlfriend gets to clean up the white mess. And if she really loves you, she'll use her mouth. Speaking of penises, I recently realized why, when people talk about penis size, people say he's hung like a horse. It's because it's a lot better than saying he's hung like a black guy. Did I cross the line there? Yeah, okay. So I was walking back from dinner the other night, and there were some cicadas chirping. And this kid who I've never met comes up behind me and says, "Hey man, you hear the cicadas? It means there's a storm about to happen." And I thought, wow, that's really cool. How did he know that? And I thought, oh my god, he speaks Akkadian. And I thought, oh my god, He's fucking crazy. So I killed him. See what the next joke is. Oh, yeah. If good things always come in threes, then I can promise you we will never have another Bush in the White House. No? Oh, really? Wow. We really like George Bush here. I guess I forgot about that coming from Connecticut. When you see someone and they're looking really, really good, you should tell them they look like $1 million. If you see someone and they're not looking so good, you should tell them they look like $20. Because Andrew Jackson looks like shit. A couple weeks ago, the creator of the viral video, Coney 2012, was arrested for masturbating in public, or as he likes to call it, creating invisible children. I didn't think it was too soon. Little note card. Oh yeah, I went to Epcot. And a couple months ago I went to Epcot. And one of my favorite things about Epcot is that you can go around to all the different countries and you can buy really cool things unique to the countries. So I got some really cool stuff this time. I got a poncho from Mexico, really ornate, really well done. I got a beer sign from Germany with all the German flags on it. And in China, I got the most comfortable, most beautiful pair of Nikes you could imagine. I mean, it was amazing. They were so fresh. You could still see the blood, sweat, and tears of the 5-year-old that made them. Oh, boo-hoo, 5-year-old's working. I was driving to class a couple days ago, and I wanted to get some music going. So I had a really scratched up CD that I tried putting it in. And it spit it back out, and it said, the little display read, bad CD. So I was like, all right. I grabbed my Jonas Brothers CD, and I put it in. And again, it spit it back out, and it said, really shitty CD, Brian. Please try again. So as a last-ditch effort, I grabbed my Bieber CD. The CD player fucking threw up. It went everywhere. Now, I know what you're wondering, and don't ask me why I own a really scratched up CD. And don't ask me why I own a Jonas Brothers CD. And certainly, do not ask me why I own a Bieber CD. I believe everyone has their own unique way of pleasuring themselves, and you need to respect that. Hey, at least it's not cats. Have a good night.
All right, you guys, give it over to Brian Phillips. That's awesome.